What is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. I don't know if you can tell by this background here, but I am in the tropics, and more specific, in Puerto Rico. It's right after New Year's. It's literally blizzarding back home, but check out this view. Probably got some wind noise, sorry about that, but it's been an awesome trip. We've done some cool stuff, stayed at some cool places. Here's a little highlight of what we've done so far. So we've had a pretty amazing time, and today it's going to get even more amazing because we're going fishing with a fishing guide. And I don't know a whole lot about the guide or really anything other than what we've read on the website. Looks like we might be fishing for some snook, some jack, and maybe even some tarpon. I'm hoping if we do fish for tarpon, we can get one up out of the boat and actually take some pictures. So anyway, stick around. It should be an awesome time. And we're going to do some fishing down here in the Caribbean. Well, we made it over here to the marina. We're getting ready to meet up with Milan, who's going to take us out. And hopefully we're going to catch a ton of fish. We just filled up on some pincho, which is it's like the best chicken I've ever had. It's grilled out in the open with this amazing Puerto Rican spice on it, barbecue sauce. It's just chicken on a stick, but it's like, I don't know, it's the way it's seasoned and grilled. It's the most amazing thing. So we filled up, we got here, we're just waiting for him to show up, and we're gonna get on the water. What are we fishing for, I guess?
We are be going to lagoon. Most of them are tarpon.
Tarpon?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had
Oh my gosh, yeah. Holy crap. Do you see those, Amy?
Yeah. That's what that is right there?
Yeah. That's
so we have more.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well.
Should it be easy?
There's no shortage of fish. So after seeing these giant tarpon right there in the marina, we headed out with pretty high expectations of catching some giants ourselves. We did a little trolling at first for about 15 minutes with some live bait. These are basically like little shiners here. Actually, they're a pretty good size. And then he took us to a spot where we anchored and we pulled out some big boys. These are pickled perch. They look like white bass or sand bass that we have back home, but they're pretty decent size. So I'm watching him hook this thing up and I'm thinking we're gonna be really chasing some big fish. So he gets it on the hook, gets it all prepped. Ends up throwing out several lines. So we've got 4 or 5 lines out in this one spot. And the whole idea is with tarpon, I mean, I've never fished like this before, but you get your baits out in the water and then he's gonna spend some time chumming the water. So he's cutting up all these little shad and shiners. He's got a literal bucket full of these things and just starts chucking them out around the boat. So the idea is to bring the tarpon. Tarpon are kind of like catfish in the fact that they're bottom feeders. They will literally eat garbage, he says. And so he's chumming the water and these tarpon will smell the fish and the bait, and they will actually come in from quite a big distance to hunt these baits down. Anyway, we spent a good hour and a half or so in that spot, just chumming the water, waiting for stuff to happen. And then we decided, since we weren't seeing any action, it was time to make a move. And so we jumped in this giant canal, and I don't know, about a 10-minute boat ride to another big body of water. We were going to try some other things. But I tell you what, when we were out there and you see all these fish in the marina, you know, there's an expectation that we're just going to be crushing it, you know, catching fish left and right. We've been on the water now for probably close to 2 hours with no fish in the boat. And that's just fishing. And that's part of the excitement of fishing. If everybody went out and they caught a ton of fish every time, there wouldn't be any challenge there. You wouldn't have that excitement of hooking that fish, which is literally ingrained in us. It goes all the way back to thousands of years. You know, when we were fishing back then, we were catching fish to feed our families and to survive. And so that instinct, that primal instinct is written in our DNA. So when you feel that tug on the line, it's so fun for me taking people out fishing for the first time because they've never experienced that very primal rush that comes when they feel that tug on their line. It's so fun to see them experience that for the first time. And you see it a lot with kids, like basically kids that are like, you know, from whatever age to 9 to 10, they're usually excited because they see dad catch a fish and get really excited, or they catch a fish and their parents are really excited for them. But you really see it, especially in little boys from like 9 or 10 to 13 as they're becoming a man. Because I mean, you know, a couple thousand years ago, if you're 12 years old, you're fighting in wars and they're getting married. Boys became men so much earlier than today's standard. When you see a boy, a young boy, 9, 10, 11, that's slowly becoming a man, and you see them catch a fish, there's something different that's happening because it's triggering that primal instinct in them that says, I get to live for one more day, or I get to feed my family. So it's really cool to see that. Anyway, it was a pretty awesome boat ride. We made it through the canal, and I was just hoping I was going to be able to experience that primal instinct for myself today while we're here in Puerto Rico. I love learning how to fish different fish, and everything he was teaching us was super cool, but at the end of the day, we're on the water for 4 hours, and doggone it, I wanted to catch a tarpon. So we hooked up a few more baits, we threw them in the water, and we started doing some trolling, and then guess what?
On it. Where at? Right here? Whoa. Oh yeah. I didn't think there was anything on it. Oh my gosh. Okay, fish on. Oh yeah, he's right there. Wow. Wow. Look at the giant eyeballs on this guy. Yeah, talk about some bass thumb, huh?
That is soft spot, okay?
Okay.
Normally if you get here it's pretty good, but normally the hook is right here. So if you don't do the stretch, the start open, boom, gone, okay?
Oh, I gotcha.
Got me?
Yeah. Wow, it's a pretty looking fish.
Come, alright.
There he goes. Don't stick your hand in the water.
Yeah.
So you don't get bit by a crocodile. That's great. I like that plan.
Like that plan?
Yeah, just throw them in there. go, Amy. Go that way. Yeah, you gotta keep tension on it. Okay.
Come up here.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Slow down.
You feel him?
Yeah, I think he's off, right? Oh, he might still be on there, actually. He's there.
Yeah, he's there. That's what I mean.
Now what do I do?
He didn't fight as hard as I thought. Oh gosh. It's crazy. Look how big his eyes are. Okay.
Let's get one.
And then you just toss him.
I tried to hook you in the head. I hope you were okay with that.
Yeah, nice. He is way out there.
Too much light.
I saw him jump like by the trees. That's crazy. Oh yeah, he's swimming right at me. Oh, there we go. Got him. Okay. Little guy. Yep. Whoa. Thin. No, we can just chuck him back in. See you, bud. Oh, all right. Tried to come back in. They want to come back in. Well, we made it back to land and we're safe. My hair is in a mess. How did we do out there?
I think we did pretty good.
We caught like 3.
Yep.
We caught 3 tarpon, and that was it. But don't let this video deter you from coming all the way to Puerto Rico to fish for tarpon, because he did say in the morning they did really well, but the morning charter is at 6 a.m. and with everything else we've been doing, we did not want to have to get up at 5 in the morning to get out here, so we took the 2 o'clock tour. And so fishing was a little tough. We didn't land any giants, but we caught 3, so it was really fun. So other than that, it was just great to be on the water. We saw some cool birds, iguanas, the mangroves were cool, the little channel, airplanes, all of it. I enjoyed all of it, just being out here, especially since at home it's literally blizzarding. So anyway, that was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Fishing in Puerto Rico, it's checked off the list. Had a great time. Anything else to add?
No, had a great time.
Okay, we both had a great time. We'll see you on the next adventure. Be blessed.